Day 4. Compromises continued. Roger Sherman, a delegate from Connecticut, came forward with a solution. Why not base the membership of one house of Congress on population? That one would be called the House of Representatives. In the other house, each state, whether big or small, would have an equal vote. That house would be called the Senate. That way, both the large states and the small ones would each get something. Sherman had proposed a compromise. In a compromise, each side gives up something it wants in order to reach an agreement. Delegates on both sides realized they would need to compromise to end the argument. Roger Sherman's solution seemed like a reasonable one. Angry words flew back and forth for a few more weeks, but Sherman's idea was finally accepted. This came to be called the Great Compromise. The delegates had managed to solve one tough issue. Now they faced another, maybe even tougher one, the issue of slavery. It was not a question of getting rid of slavery. Northern states did want to get rid of it, but they knew several southern states would walk out of the convention if they tried, so they didn't try. Instead, the convention tried to deal with the question: should states be allowed to count slaves as part of their population? If slaves were included in a state's population, then that state would have more votes in Congress. Remember, the larger a state's population, the more representatives it could send to the House of Representatives. The northern states argued that slaves should not be counted as people. After all, said these states, you Southerners claim that slaves are just property. How can you count property as part of your population? But the Southern states insisted they should be counted as people. Once again, a compromise saved the day. It was agreed that in figuring the number of representatives each state would have in the House of Representatives, 5 slaves would count as 3 persons. This became known as the 3/5 Compromise.